Do you want to know what it is?
Generally unpleasant.
God damn it. There it goes. Yay! We fixed it. Oh, apparently Frosty also throws in the random facts. William Eugene Smith was a renowned photographer known for his powerful journalism, creating images that told profound stories. Awesome.
Neat.
Neat little tick. Alright, welcome everyone to finally another round of Tabletop Tuesday. We haven't had this in a fucking while.
Yep, that's been offline for a little bit while stuff's been going on.
Yep. Before we get into our discussion, which, by the way, you guys can join the discussion in our chat. You're more than welcome to bring up any topics you want to have discussed. Alright, we can work on it. We have our two sponsors, Shockbite Gaming Servers, which we use for both our Minecraft and our Palworld now.
Yep.
So, we like these guys. Pioneer Girl says, hello!
Hello, Pioneer Girl.
Yep. She's been hanging out in our tavern for quite some time. I seriously wonder how many critical roles she has amassed at this point. I'm curious. Oh, give me a second to get some water in me. Anyway, we have Shockbite Gaming Servers as one of our sponsors. We love them to death. There's a link down below. If you use that link, it actually, sends some money our way to help keep the lights on and keep making all this glorious content for you. God damn it.
I thought you were starting to do a weird thing with your emphasis on content, but then halfway through the word, I realized what had happened.
Fuck off. All of you. God damn it. Yeah, yeet that bitch like a grenade. Jesus Christ, fucking face huggers. Anyway. Yeah, basically, if you help support us, it helps us keep making this glorious content. Makes it easier to do that. We're working towards our 60 sub points. We're at 47 out of 60. So, 13. We gotta get 13 more. And, for followers, I think we're going towards 1,500, so we got quite a ways to go. So, that'll be nice when we reach there. And our other sponsor is Dubby Energy Drinks. I'm a big fan of the thing called Galaxy Grenade. It's actually rather tasty for me. It doesn't give me the shakes. And for someone who caffeine basically triggers my migraines, that didn't trigger it too badly.
Yeah.
So that tells you something. Alright. With that being said, let's get into Palworld. Did I not? I did not put...
Woof, 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 woof. Woof, bitch!
That one's also funny, the Kronk's Corner one.
Observation. This is a great opportunity for slaughter.
Yes, we are going to be slaughtering in Palworld. Hopefully the shout-out works? Come on, figure it out. We got a new bot for shout-outs, and, if there it goes.
It's learning.
It's learning. Lady Lixie is the chronic pain warrior of the Nexus, slaying toxicity with a rainbow flag. They've been on a giving spree, raising funds for at Kitty May Kill You while noobing it up in League, Palworld, and Dead by Daylight. Whether will be lurking for giveaways or joining the fun, their safe space is always open. Nate. Nice. Alright. I was gonna say, before I get too far into it, though, we have our wheel. So there you go, guys. You can see the wheel. Oh, you also see my music player. AI is cool sometimes. Yes, AI is okay sometimes when the AI actually, behaves.
Yeah, and it's not being used to displace, people's jobs and shit.
Yeah. Alright. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Warhammer 40k news that I've gotten, which are two things. I mentioned one before stream, and that is the Tau Codex is coming in the next couple months.
Yes, we are due for, I think, in the next few months, Orcs, Custodes, and Tau.
Yep. Oh my god. I think I may need to, get rid of one of those deer.
Are they literally headbutting each other?
No, they're headbutting the trees there, and that can only hold 9,999, and they had 9,927.
I see.
And they haven't been going for that long.
Wow.
So I think I might need just to remove one and turn it into a miner.
Yeah, Warhammer, we know basically the codex schedule up through around summer, and then in summer it gets interesting because one of the codexes that they have announced for summer is just redacted. And there's a lot of speculation as to what that redacted codex might be.
Redacted! Uh-oh.
There have been people suggesting it will be a Dark Mechanicus army, which people have been talking about for a while as a potential thing.
That would be nice.
There's also the possibility that it's going to be Emperor's Children, though the theory is that it's too soon for us to see a full Emperor's Children codex, because they usually like to give those kinds of big releases their own space. And the problem is that they've got all kinds of stuff going on with Age of Sigmar right now. So the theory is that it's not right for a big release on the 40K
just look at you.
side,
You
too.
look like the oasis to
Yeah.
some very, very
This is a
thirsty
great
people.
opportunity for
Is
slaughter.
that it's going to be an Agents of the Imperium.
Woof, woof, woof.
Finally, a full-fledged codex for, like, Assassins, Inquisition, and other forces of the Imperium not explicitly included in one of the other Imperial factions.
Ah, that's fair. Big Country, this game is Palworld. It's basically Pokemon meets Ark Survival Evolved meets Gun. There are firearms in this game. Mr. Noise, what's up, homie? I am doing fine. We're just talking about some Warhammer 40k before, while I play this game.
Yeah, personally, I am very hopeful that we will get an Agents of the Imperium codex, because that would be amazing. I've always been a big fan of, like, the miscellaneous forces, like the Inquisitors and Assassins, and if we could get something that actually allowed us to play those effectively, that would be huge.
Thank you, Big Country, for the 10 bits for Biddy, our owlbear. He likes to play with those, so thank you so much. Yeah, Biddy is our pet owlbear that we keep hanging around the tavern. Don't worry, he hasn't eaten an adventure in... Let me check how many days has it been. 9 days. Just don't lay down on the ground or act like a wounded prey animal. You should be fine. Oh man. But yeah, I think Agents of the Imperium would be a kind of a cool codex to get. I agree.
And to be fair, I think we're getting all three of those things I mentioned at some point. That is, all of those things are on the radar. So I fully expect that we will get those at some point.
Right. I'm kind of hoping that the Tau Codex will be not just the main Tau faction, but all of the secondary factions with it. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see more information on them. Like the South CA Sept and stuff.
Yeah.
I would honestly like to see that. I feel like that would be kind of cool.
Sure. And I will mention, I don't know how much you've been paying attention to other things around that, but one of the things that it is confirmed that we are getting for that faction is there's going to be a box release with the codex and some models that focuses on the Kroot.
Nice. The Kroot getting some love finally.
The Kroot are getting basically a full range refresh, so all those old metal and fine cast models that barely can't even find in stock anymore, they're going to get remade along with some new Kroot models, so you will be able to use Kroot as melee shock troops to support your Tau army.
Finally. Because that's the
We
problem.
got to get somebody in here who can wield a sword,
Or at least a stick.
or at least a stick.
Go forth, warriors, and fight for the greater. Fight to keep our warriors safe. I mean, for the greater good.
Yes, for the greater good.
Oh, thank you, Big Country. He gave another 100 bits to Biddy. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Our owlbear is going to be very happy. I feel like Big Country is going to be one of those people that, like, he'll go up to Biddy and, like, scratch Biddy behind his ear. See if Biddy's little leg will start patting on the ground like a puppy.
Yeah.
Like, boom, 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 boom. If the tavern starts shaking, then we know that's what happened.
Yep.
Oh, hi, it's a syndicate thug. Oh my god, there are 400 bits for Biddy! Dude!
Woo!
Biddy is gonna be so happy!
Nom 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 nom.
I'm guessing you're a big animal person there, Big Country. I hope he is. Like... I am, yep. Yeah, I think we found our ranger. Yeah, we found our ranger.
I think I am done checking in on this side of Minecraft, though I could make some more stars.
Alright. Slowly improving my kitchen capabilities. You know what, the funny thing is, with Biddy's size, most people could probably ride him. Like a mount.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is the size of, like, what, a black bear, I believe, at this time? I think. I mean, owlbears are about the size of a bear, so...
Yeah, I'm not sure if they hit brown bear proportions or not, but...
I know they at least have to hit black bear.
Yeah.
Let me see. How big is an owlbear? Let me find out. How big... Can I type today would be nice? Is an owlbear. Owlbears are depicted to be 8 to 10 feet tall. Cross between a bear and an owl, according to descriptions. They're carnivorous creatures, famed for their aggression and ferocity. They live in mated pairs in caves and hunt any creature bigger than a mouse.
You said 8 to 10 feet in length?
Tall.
Tall.
8 to
Well,
10 feet tall.
That's the length. They're measuring it standing. It's not at the shoulder.
Oh, okay. Because the picture I'm seeing says otherwise.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be bigger than any miniature of them, I think. But can you show us or show me?
Yeah. I'll show it on the stream. Just give me a second. Display capture. That's the picture I'm finding.
Let's see. Well, that one, yeah, that's bigger than any miniature I've ever seen of an owlbear.
There's another one just as big.
That's perspective on that one's kind of funky. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. But I think this is probably what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more in line with most of the miniatures I've seen.
Yeah.
They're definitely a large-sized creature, but, you know, the other depictions that you're showing verge on huge. And, yeah, like that one looks like a huge.
Yeah, if that thing's a medium. That could be like a gnome or a halfling.
That's true. In fact, I think that is the iconic psionicist from Pathfinder, which would be a gnome, if I recall.
Gnome, yeah. Oh, another 80 bits for Biddy. Woo! He likes playing with them. It's so adorable to watch that.
So, for the record, a brown bear, a very large one, can measure almost 9 feet tall when standing on their hind legs.
So he's the size of a brown bear.
Yes.
Okay.
Or possibly bigger if some of these larger proportions are to be believed. But
I would say, well, he's not also fully grown yet, so I'd say he's probably black bear size right now.
Well, black bears are roughly the size of a human being.
Yeah. This is a really big black bear. Alright. Get in the ball.
And out of curiosity, is a grizzly bear.
Yep. So yeah, I'm kind of excited for that. The other news I got is production on the scripts. So the writing of the scripts, mind you. I don't know why they use the term production, but it is what it is. The writing of the scripts on the Warhammer 40k television show have begun.
Yes.
That means within the year, we should start seeing production started on the show.
I certainly hope so.
Because that is going to be fucking great. Hi, how's your day going? My day's going fairly well. I'm, capturing some pals, trying to, you know, get things done. Oh, I missed. Get back here. Because I need to capture various pals because, well, to be brutally honest, I need... What is it? I mostly need some bones.
Bones.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna be making a lot of concrete soon. And in order to make concrete, I have to have bones. Oh my god! Whoops! What are they doing? Why do they keep doing... Guys, you have a life to live! Stop doing that!
Are they just lemmings themselves off the edge?
Yeah, the first one did, like, hardcore. He literally ran himself so hard, he basically removed his existence.
Wow.
That is impressive.
It is.
Oh my god, that's wild. Like, he ran so hard because he was charging the guy. And he was trying to do damage. And I shot the guy in the head, dropping him. And so his charge didn't hit anything. And so he was going like full train kilter off the edge of the cliff. It's like, I'm trying to help. It's like, well, shit. I hope you're having an amazing day. I am One Winged Angel. We're having fun. So then we get to the other news thing I wanted to talk about, which is kind of and this is more of a laughing thing for me. I'm not upset about this. I just find this whole situation hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the whole Queen Ponzelot finally getting caught cheating on a blindfolded run of a monster in Monster Hunter World called Alatreon. Like the first time she did it, she was wearing a magician's blindfold, which is completely see-through.
Yeah.
And like we figured this out because in the video while she's putting the damn thing on, light goes through it and you could see that it's see-through.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Now, mind you... Go ahead.
I was going to say, magicians, of course, if they really want to be serious about a blindfold trick, if they are actually doing it blindfolded, if that's not how they're lying to you, they'll have somebody from the audience attest to the blindfold. Like, here, you've come from the audience, you hold it up over your eyes, can you see anything?
Yeah.
And assuming that person from the audience isn't a plant, that will tell you that the blindfold is in fact solid and they can't be seen through. But then there's the other trick that you're about to talk about.
Yeah, oh boy. Sorry, I'm getting a laugh out of this rush shore now because it's stuck inside the rock. Oh, here he goes. Can I catch him? Yeah, I can catch him. Pixie Bloom! Hey, guys. If you're from one of the Discords, please make sure you use the check-ins, so that way I can make sure you get credit.
Yes.
That is important. You also get a shout-out when you do it, and The AI will take a moment to figure it out, but it will get the shout out done. Alright, I want that. Hi, Chipmunk.
But yes, the there we go. Bullet fan check in. Smurf
Woof, 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 woof.
Now, will it do the
Oh,
shout out
God, so
button?
much noise. Give me a second.
Woof, 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 woof.
I mean, just look at you. You look like the Oasis to some very, very
This is a great
thirsty
opportunity.
Okay, maybe I should go cool down on those chickens. Uncomfortable. Oh my God, there was so much noise. All of them all at once. All right, so that's Heathcliff. Let me get Pixie Bloom next. Thank you, One Winged Angel, for the 5 bits for Biddy. Thank you. Okay, so that's Pixie Bloom, and then we got Bullets. Hey, Bullets. Oh my God. Woof. Okay. That was wild, dude. All right. I need some more weight. Need to be able to carry more weight.
But yeah, was it the second attempt where she did the other trick?
All right, so yeah, her first attempt, everybody called her BS on it, and blah blah blah. And to be brutally, be brutally honest with the first attempt, I kind of shrugged at the first attempt. I was like, she's kind of doing this at random. She didn't plan for this. She didn't set anything up. I mean, it could honestly just be a big honking joke and call it a day. And if that was the case, I would have been like, okay, that was a neat trick, and we all got a laugh out of it. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, good gods.
Yeah.
Okay, god dang it, this chipmunk is running around the rock.
Alvin!
Get in the boat! God damn it.
But yeah, so she did the first run. Light was seen through the blindfold, so second run.
Yeah. No.
Basically,
there was some. I was gonna say there is something else about the first run that we should mention because it happens in the second run too.
Okay.
She has an unnatural control of the camera. Most people, when they do blind speed runs or blind runs at all, they use the auto lock-on feature. Mm-hmm. So that way they basically don't have to worry about targeting the boss and all that jazz. All right. In Monster Hunter World, if you use the auto lock-on feature and you're doing blind runs, most of the blindfold people tend to use dual blades. Because it doesn't matter where you hit, if you hit them 1,000 times a second.
Right.
But with that being said, she uses a greatsword. Which is very particular about where you hit.
Right. Big, slow weapon, powerful blows.
And you have to hit the enemy in the head consistently for the best damage.
Right.
Alright? So, once again, we get back to the second attempt. Alright? She wears a blindfold that was recommended to her by a blindfolded runner. She covers 2 of her screens in with paper. So there's that, and they're like, okay, that's a good sign. But here's the problem. The camera is facing 2 of the monitors. Alright, 2 monitors that we can see. She then, when she covers up the main screen, she presses and holds her left mouse button for 10 seconds, and you see her mouse move to the right. On the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like, it logs all the keys you hit and all that jazz.
Uh-huh.
She has one of those with the keyboard and the mouse.
Okay.
So that's how we're able to see it. Because we see the mouse suddenly hard move to the right.
As if she were clicking on a window and dragging it to another monitor.
Yes. Alright. Now, before she did that, we saw her OBS on her main monitor. Alright, which also had her chat. She then proceeds to respond to a chat message without looking under the paper.
Uh-huh.
And then sits there and goes, and then turns and looks, like, lifts up the paper as if she had seen the message before.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
Yeah, so very clearly still can see everything that she needs
Right.
to see.
But now, most people would say, well, wait a minute, she's still blindfolded. Wouldn't that still mean she can't see? Except for the fact that whenever she did any runs before, she would lean forward, she'd be, like, staring straight at the screen, things of that nature. She had very particular body language. In the second run, her head is cranked back as if she's looking to the sky.
Right. So, you know, this is, again, a common trick to fool people that blindfold is effective. You're like, you're looking up like you're Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles, like, oh, I don't see anything. But what you're actually able to do with, depending on the blindfold, of course, and how it's fit, is the blindfold usually isn't completely flush to your face, especially around the nose. And so you've got these little gaps that you can kind of lift up and look down through the blindfold, and you'll see everything you need to see.
Oh, yeah. Which is a little weird, but it's more power to her. And she keeps saying she's legit.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on? Thank you for your patience, or it's breaks, blah, blah, blah. Observe chat in its natural habitat in Wild to Twitch.
This new shout-out bot is interesting.
Yeah, it's very active, I've noticed. I'm not against it yet, but it's definitely different.
Yeah, got to take time to figure out the ins and outs, get used to it.
Yeah, I might tone it down a hair.
Yeah.
When I get around to it. Some little bit of programming here and there. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that was the thing. And most recently, they just proved that she was looking at her OBS. Not just, like, suspecting a window being moved, because they couldn't prove that, things of that nature. Apparently, someone actually did the frame-by-frame analysis of her computer screens and figured out that OBS suddenly disappeared off of both monitors and was on the right monitor. And for the longest time, she was sitting there going, I only have two monitors, so on and so forth. And then one of her moderators goes on a video, like, with Asmongold, like, live, and says, yeah, he kept using the phrase, oh yeah, three monitors, because she wasn't using her third monitor. No. And it's like, dude, you just admitted that she had three monitors.
Yeah.
You done screwed up. It's like, god damn, man. Enzo! Setting fire to the tavern as always. You pyros, I swear to the gods. How's it going? It's going fine. I'm in the process of
Grabbing some pals.
Getting ready to getting things set up. Eventually we'll me and Wizen are talking about this. We'll see who we're going to invite to this Palworld server, because it is a server we have with Shockbite.
Yeah.
As I was trying to tell you, there are no bullets left.
That's just going to be a save.
I'll grab the shout out for Enzo there.
Oh, I already got it.
Okay.
Chill Trucker. I mean, that's the thing with this AI thing with the FrostyTools.com. It's doing a really good job analyzing everybody's stuff and making it sound really good.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. Okay. He's gonna get in the ball. Alright. So with that being said, let me pull up the wheel. Wheel of topics! Yay! If you want to add a topic to the wheel, please mention it in the chat, and we'll add it.
And Wizen, we did have a data loss issue with the wheel. I think I remember you adding something last time.
Yeah.
If you can remember what that is, let us know so we can put it back.
Yeah, we had a data loss, so I'm sorry. We'll put everybody's stuff back in that was missed. Sisters of Battle.
Okay.
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, as I recall, this was one of the things that we were getting ready to talk about with our series.
Yep. So, the best way to describe Sisters of Battle for... I don't think I'd use that Frosty Tools. wait, what? I say cheese
might be a little aggressive for him.
Sadly, no past progress has been drawn. Tune in for Taco Tuesday Truckin'. Okay, so are you saying Frosty Tools use something that you wouldn't, or that you wouldn't use Frosty Tools?
I think the latter is what he's saying.
Yeah, I accidentally killed the boar. I didn't mean to kill it. I wouldn't use the service spams chat a bit. I've noticed.
Yeah, I think Ruby said that you're going to see if you can get it to dial it back a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can dial it back. This is the first night I've ever used it. So, that's why. I like the shout-out function, but I just... I don't know. But yeah, the Sister Battle. So basically, describe it to those of you who are not in the know. Welcome to Warhammer 40K, where everything sucks. Everybody's basically a psychotic asshole, and everything is some flavor of evil.
Yeah. So the church of the 40K universe, the Imperial Church, is super fucked. Like, it's one of the worst aspects of the Imperium, because the Emperor tried his damnedest to get people to completely abandon the idea of religion because he knew it could interact with the warp and cause bad stuff. But somehow in the Horus Heresy, it got all twisted around and people started believing in him as a god. So the Imperial Ecclesiarchy was founded and has great influence. The head of the church is often, not always, often one of the High Lords of Terra, part of the ruling council. And thanks to a little bit of, I don't call it heresy, apostasy, I don't know. Basically, one of the leaders of the church also got himself, or I think actually he was the leader of the Administratum, who also got himself appointed leader of the church. So essentially, he was the head bureaucrat in charge of logistics and the head of the church. And he was so important, and the other lords at the time so weak, that he basically was like, you know what, I can run this bitch. And that man was Goj Van Deer.
Van Deer, or Van Dyer, whoever you want to...
Could be Van Deery, Van Diary, or Van Dyer. Yeah, I've always pronounced it Van Deer, but it's Vandire.
Yeah.
First name is Goge, Goge.
Well, you know, the most fucked up name you could possibly come up with, but fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, you could have named him Skippy McEvil, and he would sound less like a villain.
Yeah.
And yeah, Goge became essentially the de facto ruler of the Imperium, and the way he did that was he gathered essentially hyper-loyalist religious forces to put together to make sure to cement his power on Terra, and anybody who challenged him basically got fucked with. Most of the Space Marine chapters just didn't give a shit, so they weren't really involved in this. But one of the factions that he called to his side were the Brides of the Emperor, who were an especially devout sect of essentially Imperial nuns.
With guns.
Well, at the time, they weren't so much on the guns, but, you know, they had guns. More guns would come later.
Guns come later.
But yeah, basically he turned them into his own personal, like, enforcement babe squad and set up shop in the Imperial Palace.
Remember,
And-
he also changed their name when he did that.
Yeah, I think so.
He did. He changed it from. I remember this part. He changed it from Brides of the Emperor to Daughters of the Emperor.
Okay, yeah, I was not remembering that, but yeah, that sounds right. And so, you know, he was in the Imperial Palace, essentially running shit. He had his loyal group of Daughters of the Emperor by his side, and basically at the height of this, it looked like there was going to be another Imperial Civil War. Basically, you know, the outlying people who are like, this guy is psychotic, he's ruining the Imperium. We have to stand up to this. At some point during that, one of the custodies, whose essential job at the time was, we guard the Imperial Palace and the Emperor. That's all we do. And they had let him take control because the custodies don't tend to get too political. But
I will say there's one thing before you go into the custody guy.
Okay.
There was one group that did stand against Goj, but they did so in the most very version way they could do it, alright?
Okay.
And that's the Salamanders. Alright? Now, the Salamanders are like, yo, we don't want to have another civil war, that's horrible, it's bad, so on and so forth. And so, what they did was, they decided that we're going to hold this one fortress and keep taunting Goj and his cronies to keep fighting us. I remember this because I just read this recently, because I was reading more about the Salamanders, because I'm interested in their lore.
Sure.
And so, they just sat there in their fortress for over a year, just constantly taunting Goj's forces, until eventually Goj went, wait a minute, these guys are wearing green. Go target the nearby civilians. It was like, fuck! But, okay, back to Custody, sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, one of the custodies who was charged with the Emperor's guardianship basically headed out to talk to the head of the Daughters of the Emperor. And we don't know the specifics of what happened, but she was taken personally to the chamber of the Golden Throne where the Emperor sits in a basically mostly dead state, and had some kind of revelation as a result.
I thought there was like 6 of them that happened with.
I don't remember how many were taken, but I know that the leader of the daughters was taken. There could have been others.
I believe the story I heard was 6, because those were the 6 that are part of the whole trial of Saint. Is it the trial of Saint Catherine? That's
the model that you're talking about that has the like the different elements of the different orders.
Yeah. That's how the 6 orders started, was because they there were 6 of them that went in there and saw the Emperor.
You could be right. I honestly don't know. The version that I read was just the one, but it wasn't like only one. It just like mentioned specifically the leader having gone in there.
Yeah. I also remember they came out of that room with the least subtle, angry look on their face ever.
Yeah, basically, you know, the leader had this revelation given to her, and perhaps the other leaders of the group, and they emerged from there realizing that Van Deer had led them astray, that this was not the Emperor's will, and it was going to stop. And so they went to confront him, and he got the all-time best, like dying words.
Yeah, line before death. It's like, I love this line too.
It's like, I don't have time to die, I'm too busy.
Yeah. It's like, wait, you're trying to kill me? I don't have time to die. Yeah, that I'm too busy. Yeah. It's like,
yeah, even at the moment of his downfall, he was basically just like focused on this running of the Imperium. And long story short, he dies. The Daughters of the Emperor are incorporated still into the ecclesiarchy, but because there's a desire to prevent anything like this from happening again, it is decreed that the ecclesiarchy shall have no men under arms. But then the Daughters of the Emperor become women under arms who serve the ecclesiarchy. They are the Sisters of Battle, and thanks to a gendered loophole, they are permitted.
I'm not sure if that loophole was done on purpose, or the guys who made it originally just forgot about half the human population.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. So,
but yeah, the Sisters of Battle, they are a division of the ecclesiarchy. They often work hand in hand with the Inquisition.
I have a funny way to describe the Sisters of Battle if you give me a minute. All right.
Okay, just don't call them bolter bitches.
No, not that. I'm gonna kind of say something that was once told to me, and I found it hilarious. It goes, so you thought you could skip church this Sunday? You thought you could sleep in, right? Well, congratulations, the Sister of Battle are bringing the church to you and landing it in your front lawn from orbit.
Well, that is funny to me because, like, this is a game where a lot of the miniatures are incredibly baroque and over-designed, and you've got all these little things into the miniature designs. And the Sisters of Battle are very much not an exception to that, with their entire aesthetic being, like, French Catholic, like, stormtroopers. You've got all these fleur-de-lis and, like, imperial symbols. Their tanks, like, they have a missile tank that literally fires missiles out of what looks like an organ or harpsichord with the giant open tubes on the back.
And it
so
plays
got,
music.
Like, yeah, you got somebody playing the keyboard, launching these missiles out the top.
And when we say missiles, they're not like the missiles like you fire them and they go straight and they hit something. No, these are like javelin missiles where they'll go up into the air a little bit, turn, and suddenly go wham, and slam right into the ground.
Yeah, ballistic.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's great. They have their battleships hang out in low orbit and blare, war hymns and like shower holy water.
They're very fond of fire and melta weapons,
which is basically more fire.
Well, yeah, I mean, like super hot plasma lasers that melt through things, or just fire to burn softer things.
Yep.
They are generally anti-psyker. They don't care for people with warp-based abilities.
And when I say they drop churches from low orbit, I'm not exaggerating. Their drop pods are churches that, like, they land, and when you think, oh, it's a church, like, the little family church in my town, that's, I can see that like a drop pod. No, this is like Notre Dame dropping from low orbit.
Okay, now this is news to me. I did not know they had drop pod equivalents, because usually the lore says only a space marine can survive that drop pod process.
Well, it's not necessarily like a drop pod. It is a
drop ship.
A drop ship, and it is the size of Notre Dame. And it hits the ground. The gargoyles start spilling out holy water. Braziers will light on top of it. And when I say braziers, we're talking like 15-foot diameter braziers, just boom, giant fire. And pouring out of these churches come hundreds of these ladies.
They have a number of other cool units. I'm trying to remember the names of some of them. They've got the Arcoflagellants, which are basically people with like cybernetic whip arms that are driven into a frenzy. I'm trying to remember what the name of like the warsuit dudes are. And then there's the Sisters Repentia, the ones that feel like they've done something wrong, and so they basically charge into battle unarmored with giant fuck-off swords to try and redeem themselves by dying in battle for the Emperor.
They have little baby cherubs things that they've removed their brain stems of and turned them into things carrying their weapons or ammunition.
Yeah, that's not unique to them, though, sadly.
I know it's not unique to them, but the way they It's that aesthetic with the rest of their shit. That
Yeah.
is the problem. It's like, oh fuck. So there is that. Now these ladies are also the type that work often, from what I've said. RFG Heathcliff, gonna jump off here later. Okay, man, you have a great night. I've seen several stories now, like in novels, because I'm trying to listen to the novels on Audacity.
Sure.
Apparently the Sisters of Battle can work nicely with the Grey Knights.
Mm-hmm.
They're one of the few groups that the Grey Knights don't immediately emulate when the mission's done.
Well, and here's the interesting thing. There is a little bit of lore that was introduced, I think, in the Grey Knights Codex for 5th edition that everybody else has gone, no, that's dumb. Why did you say something so dumb? Where there's an apocryphal case of, like, it was the Sisters of Battle and Grey Knights on some chaos-tainted world, and apparently the author says the Grey Knights decided that they needed, some extra protection against the corruption of chaos, so they slaughtered the Sisters of Battle and used their blood to help ward their armor. And it's like, no, none of that is right. You're a bad writer. Go home. Don't write again.
Yeah, don't do.
But yeah, officially the existence of the Grey Knights is secret, and nobody should know about that. Practically, you cannot kill everyone that you encounter, especially if some of them are big enough to make you regret trying.
Yep.
But the Sisters of Battle, at the very least, have a hugely sympathetic, similar alignment to their mission. And I suppose maybe I should dive into the Inquisition just a little bit. The Inquisition is separate but related to the Ecclesiarchy. And the Inquisition has many ordos that, specialize in different things, but there are 3 of note. There's the Ordo Xenos, which are especially designed to, like, hunt down alien influences and technology. There's the Ordo Hereticus, which is the one that deals with cultists and psychers. And I believe Ordo Malleus is the one that's designed to fight demons.
Goody.
The Grey Knights align with the Ordo Malleus. The Sisters align with the Ordo Hereticus. So they do have somewhat differing specialties, but they do overlap. And so, yeah, they couldn't work well together if there's not a bad author trying to force some stupid bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Cream Soda, 3-year-old variety gamer, trying new things, Fortnite. They've been chasing that $50 goal with a mix of Can We Make It and streams Come Watch Me Die sessions, whether it's Sunday Fun Day or Finally Home. Hopefully that worked out. Like I said, we're trying this Frosty Tool thing tonight. Oh, drinking. I got a drink. What do you think of this Frosty Tool so far?
I do like it in concept. I do think that the shout-outs are the best part. The other stuff that it plays in between, I can take or leave.
I'll have to look to see if I can't shut it up that way.
Yeah.
Alright.
But yeah, the Sisters of Battle, and by the way, the last Ordo, the Ordo Xenos, their militant arm is the Death Watch, which is basically the special Space Marine group that is made up of veterans of all the Space Marine chapters.
That makes sense. Yeah, the Sister of Battle are wild. They're kind of crazy. They're also fun.
They are a faction that I have seldom been tempted to play because I have a threshold for I don't want to paint this much detail on a model. They are just on the other side of that.
That's fair. I don't think I would want to paint that much detail either.
Like, Blood Angels are pretty blinged out, and I don't mind them. Custodies are pretty blinged out. I don't mind them. But, like, Sisters of Battle, Chaos Space Marines, and, like, the worst offender, I think, is honestly the Mechanicus. Because Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, yeah, they have so much shit.
So many wires and tubes.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, okay, dude, chill.
Incidentally, I was thinking about our local community the other day, and it was kind of funny to me that our one Adeptus Mechanicus player in the local community that I'm aware of is non-binary. I was like, I wonder if that influenced their choice of faction.
That might have. Get rid of your organs and replace them with wolves.
Binary? Non-binary.
Yep. 11011110111101. Oh, I need more pal spheres. I'm running low. Alright, let's make 30 of those. Go. Someone will do it.
Huh.
But I will say, like, most of my experience with Warhammer 40k, the tabletop version, has been through Tabletop Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
I found people to play online on occasion, so I try my best to, you know, find a nice friendly match from time to time. I would say about once every other month I might get a match, on average. I had one guy that I was playing with for a while, and he was really good. Like, I never beat him. He kept kicking my ass.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay. But we were still having fun, because he was like, we were making a joke about it and shit, and hell, we even had this kind of, like, almost near running story of what the fuck was going on in our games.
Uh-huh.
His favorite army was the Tyranids.
Ah.
But he would play a few others on occasion. Tyranids were his main faction. His second faction was the Iron Warriors, I want to say?
Okay, the Chaos ones.
Yeah, the Chaos ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Iron Chaos guys. He was a fan of Perturabo because his whole comment about it was, he's like, I know he's not a good person, but he is so unlikable, it comes back around and being a giant meme.
Fair.
And I was like, okay, I can agree with this. And then the only other army I had he ever played against me was Necrons.
Okay.
And that was... Oh, I got stomped.
I assume this was 9th edition?
Yeah, this was 9th edition.
Yeah.
He stomped me hard. Because I did Tau every time. Because I was trying to improve my Tau army.
Right.
And, oh man. That monolith, because he brought out a monolith, and damn, that monolith made short work of my 3 Riptides.
Yeah, I'll bet it did.
It was just like, fuck! It's like...
I remember an event I played, it's probably back in 6th or 7th edition era, and dude had a couple of monoliths, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, I can't even wound these things.
Yeah. Well, like, my main unit who could deal with the monoliths was 2 units I had. I had a group of trio of Riptides that had the Monster Hunter keyword on them.
Uh-huh.
So that could have actually done some damage to it. The other one, though, was my 2 broadside suits.
Mm-hmm.
Those had a chance to do it, but unfortunately, the broadsides were tied up with something else.
Yep.
Because he took some of his Scarab units and just parked them right next to my broadsides.
Yep.
And tied them up, while his monolith did short work of my Riptides, and then came for my broadside.
Yep.
My broadside squad.
That sounds like a sound strategy on his part.
Oh yeah, that was a really good strategy. I bought him for it. I was like, fuck! Because as soon as he took out the broadsides, I looked at him and was like, dude, it's turn 5, I give up. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have anything that could do damage to that. Like, there's just no way I can hurt it. Because all I had left was some crisis suits, but they weren't geared towards taking out something big. They were mostly geared towards dealing with his warriors.
Right.
His warriors and immortals. I could deal with those. That was what the the crisis suits were built towards. They were not built for something with that much fucking armor.
Yeah. And honestly, I think... I'm trying to remember. I think the last time I fought the monoliths, it was before 7th edition... Or it was 7th edition or earlier, so we didn't yet have... 8th edition introduced a lot more level playing field between vehicles and everything else. Because I don't know if you remember the bad old days where like vehicles had armor values that you had to... the strength of your weapon plus a d6, and if you don't at least equal that armor, it does shit.
I remember reading about it, but I never got to play a match during those days.
It wasn't great.
Yeah, I can imagine it. Because I started in, I think, 7th. I started with 7th, because that's when you started teaching me.
Yeah, 7th was the last gasp of that system. And so you probably didn't get to play a whole lot during 7th. And I think when we did play, there wasn't like a whole bunch of vehicles. Anyway, there were a few.
Oh, yeah. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I can turn off the facts.
Well, the little pals are adorable.
Oh yeah, they're great. I love them.
Shame about the slave labor, though.
Details. SO streamer name, I want that. Channel link at the end, shout out. Do not automatically shout out raiders. Let's fix that problem. What is this? No. Oh, here we go. Attention retention. I'm going to disable that.
Makes sense.
Alright, so that's that extra shit. And that's it. Alright, so it should only do the shoutouts now.
Cool. We'll see how that goes then.
Yeah. Alright, awesome.
Ad break ending in 10.
Yep.
But, yeah, I really like the modern sensibility of, yeah, you know, nothing is completely immune to damage from, you know, everything.
Yeah.
It did the comeback from the ad break.
Yeah, it did. Did it do that? Yeah.
Yeah, after the ad break ended, I think that's different from attention retention. Must be.
Yeah.
I actually knew about the Daphne du Maurier novel.
Alright.
Actually turned into a really good, creepy movie.
What is this? Enable, let's see. Chat recaps, curiosities, hook, earning facts. Alright. Alright, so I want to disable that. Alright, so I'm hoping that fixes it.
Okay.
If it doesn't, then we'll go back and I'll disconnect it and turn back on the Nightbot version.
Yeah, standard Nightbot version.
Yep.
Yeah, Necron Monolith is nothing to fuck with.
I hate it. I hate it so very much.
I do remember, yeah, that match was just horrible for me. Because he had the two monoliths, he had a bunch of warriors. Necrons were pretty strong at the time. And I had my Smash Captain, which was pretty effective. And the rules were such that he couldn't be targeted by, like, normal weapons. But the Necrons have their, like, Catan shard abilities, which
Oh.
are sort of like psychic powers. And so basically the Smash Captain got hit with a time arrow or something
Oof.
and just instantly smoked. Like it was just like no invuln save, just gone.
Yeah, like, goodbye!
So, yeah, that wasn't fun. But, I mean, I've had other matches where it's been ridiculous in a different direction. I remember one match where I had, it was probably 7th edition, yeah, where literally a 10-year-old kid brought a fucking meme list. It was like an Eldar Wraith Knight and like one of their big tanks, or maybe two of their big tanks. It was, I think, 15 or 2,000 points. Just with 3 models, though. 2 fuck huge tanks and a Wraith Knight.
Jesus.
And first turn charge with the Smash Captain, and he chews the Wraith Knight up and spits it out. I had the kid tabled by turn 3 because that Smash Captain was going through them like crap through a goose. And I'm like, I feel bad because it's a 10-year-old kid. But on the other hand, anybody experienced playing this list, I would call an asshole for bringing essentially a super heavy and 2 tanks.
Yeah. It's like, sorry, kid, but, you picked the wrong list.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
my
heyday
God.
of the Smash Captain was always just glorious. Just like, boom, 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 boom.
Well, nowadays it seems with the Tau, the strategy is dual commander.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you have one commander that's all about range combat and shit,
Uh-huh.
and then you have a second commander that is up close
Right.
with a flamer and a melta.
Makes sense.
And you manta drop his ass right behind the enemy lines and say hi.
Assuming they have deployed in such a way that you can.
This is true.
Gotta screen out your opponents if they've got any way of getting behind your lines.
Hi, Mr. Turtle. Let's play. Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. I don't want... Get in the ball, please. No, that didn't work. Ow. Okay, try it again.
Ooh, that stung.
Yep. Come on, get in the ball. Because I want to catch as many of these as I can, because they're good for mining. Oh, I might want to go save the turtles from the frickin' the Syndicate.
I think you might need to save the Syndicate from the turtles, goddamn.
Yeah.
Love that spin move.
Yeah, that spin move is gnarly. By the way, it's what they use to mine with, by the way.
Nice. So the Syndicate in this is basically Team Rocket.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Ow.
I was helping you, asshole!
Yeah, fuck off. Uh-oh. No.
He was about to blue shell your ass.
He is. Or trying. You missed. You hit your friend. I don't like your shit. Please go away. Oh, ow. That minorly hit. Alright, in you go. Oh, that didn't work. Nope! Alright, more turtles. Oh my god. Oh, hi there.
Big toys.
Ow.
Okay, that's just a fucking weird thing.
It looks like something out of a Tim Burton movie.
It does look like something out of a Tim Burton movie.
Yeah, it's... Like, I fully expect that to come out of, like, Nightmare Before Christmas or some shit like that. Oh, shit, he has a friend. Can I... Don't die.
So, fun thing, Nightmare Before Christmas, not really a Tim Burton movie.
Really?
Everybody thinks it is, and you can see why. But he only produced it.
Oh.
He did not get to direct it because I think he was doing maybe the second Batman.
Oh, that makes sense.
So yeah, it is like only a Tim Burton movie in the sense that he was the producer and kind of champion for it, but and he wrote it. That's true.
Okay.
But the director was a guy called Henry Selick.
Interesting. I love this. It's in a cage, and I'm releasing it from the cage, and in return, it comes to work for me.
Yeah.
Cause...
You may also know Henry Selick from Coraline and James and the Giant Peach.
Oh, yeah, okay. I've seen those movies. I didn't really care for them, but they weren't bad.
I like Coraline. I haven't seen Giant Peach.
I didn't really care for either. I was just like, they're okay movies. Like, I don't hate them. It's just kind of meh for me.
Yeah.
Okay, I shot him, and then suddenly the world gets dark. That's a little disconcerting.
Yeah, well, you know. That's what happens when you mess with a kaiju.
Yeah, pretty much this is like Gamera, isn't it?
Yeah.
The earthy Gamera.
It has the spin move. If it could fly while spinning, then you'd have the whole set.
I don't think this one flies. Okay, try that now. Oh, that hit. Nope. Little bastard. I love how the game calls him a cheeky bastard. Really? You have like practically... You have almost no health, and yet you're not staying in the fucking ball. Hey, Doom.
Yeah.
There we go. We got him this time.
As I was trying to tell
I'll
you, there
get
are
the
no
shot out
bullets
for
left
you.
in
Alright.
this gun, you see?
Don't worry, guys. We'll get him next time. I want to catch more of these guys because they're really good at transport and handiness.
Their name is Hang You?
Yeah.
Like they're going to hang you?
Yes.
That's so fucking creepy.
Yeah, but
I
look,
guess
watch
on
this
brand.
bird.
Toco Loco?
Yeah. See if I can get it to do it. Okay. Let's see if I can get it to start. Nope. Ow. Do it. Thank you for the 4 bits for Biddy. No, he's not doing it. Alright. So, Toko, the Toko. Oh, there it is! Shit! That! They
Where it just-
explode.
Yeah, it goes wild. Boom.
Yeah, that's why I was like, where's one? And then suddenly I hear the noise, I'm like, fuck! Oh, God. What's smurfing on? Hey, dude, thank you for the bits for Biddy. I appreciate that. Our old bear likes to be, well, you know, playing with things. Uh-oh, now we're freezing. Because it's a desert.
And it's nighttime.
Yep. Alright, I would like to increase my stamina to possibly 200. Just for later use.
Oh, so I was going to mention, you may be aware or you may remember that I've started playing another Minecraft mod pack solo,
Yep.
trying it out, and one of the mods that it has in it includes Breath of the Wild style paragliding, as well as little shrines where you can trade in spirit orbs to upgrade your health or stamina.
Neat.
So I thought that was kind of a neat little addition for like a Minecraft Zelda kind of crossover. Man, Lovander is fucking creepy.
Would you like to know its...
I know the deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand why they decided that one has to be number 69.
I know why.
Ow! Armor's damaged. Get in the damn ball! Motherfucker! I know I'm hungry. Oh my god, I'm gonna use all of my balls just to get this fucker.
Well, to be fair, it probably enjoys you using all of your balls.
That's true. There we go. Oh my gods. Oh, I got a cake. Don't know how I got a cake, but I got a cake.
Lovander got that cake.
Alright, armor is damaged. How bad? Oh, the hairband. Yeah, man. Alright. Where are you, bird? Hi there. Where are we going? South and east. Or west. Southwest. I know my directions! God damn it!
I remember years ago playing in a D&D game, and I think we were exploring the Caves of Chaos from Keep on the Borderlands. And the map is very twisty-turny in that. And the GM was trying to narrate to us like our path that we were taking. And he said, you take a hard right to the left. And we all just kind of paused for a second and cracked up.
Yeah.
That's a really hard right if you end up going left.
Yeah, I was gonna fight that thing if those guys weakened it enough, but
they did not.
They did not. Not even close. I know I'm a decent level, but I'm not that high yet. Oh man. Alright, I'd like to see where I'm going.
Yeah, you need to teach one of your Pokemon Flash.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, jeez. Oh, here's a fun discussion. Well, this will give us a good, long discussion here.
Okay.
Alright. What is one game... Alright, there are rules. Alright, so before you answer, let me give you the question and then I'll give you the rules, okay?
Okay.
What is one game you feel deserves the remake or remaster treatment? It cannot be a game that has multiples of a series, so like no Zelda.
Sure.
Because, let's be brutally honest, they're constantly remaking it all the time.
Fair.
And it can't be a game that already has a remake or remaster. Unless, with one exception, if the remake and remaster is bad.
Right, so essentially a remaster might be eligible.
Yeah.
Okay. PC or console, all eligible.
Yeah, all of those are eligible. Alright. I got 2.
Okay.
That meet it. Actually, technically 3. Alright. The first game is, and surprisingly this needs I feel a remake, is Final Fantasy VIII.
Okay, so when you said multiple games in a series, I would have assumed that Final Fantasy
right.
VIII would not be eligible, but...
Well, because the way they do Final Fantasy is every game's supposed to be standalone.
Fair. So I can see what you mean.
Yeah. It's not like Zelda where it's like, it's always the same world with the same shit. It's just, they're trying new shit out. And I feel like the same things with Mario applies too.
Sure. So Final Fantasy VIII, just because, you know, it has some mechanics that could be polished, and it could definitely stand to have, like, a graphics polish.
Well, the graphics was good for its time.
For its time.
Yeah. But, like, with any remake or remaster, we're updating the graphics.
Yeah.
So that's nothing new there. Oh, excuse me for a second. Trying not to burp right into my microphone.
Yep.
So that's one. Another one is Xenogears.
Okay.
And that's because they got rushed in the end. So
I mean, I get it.
So I feel like if given an opportunity to finish the game as they planned, that might work out better.
Sure.
At least that's my kind of my opinion.
I mean, yeah, I can definitely see that. I know a lot of people think very highly of that series.
So there is that. That's wild. Alright. Alright, I need to suddenly build a bed because I don't... Oh, I need 5 fiber. Shit. So yeah, Xenogears is one. Like I said, it just needs to be finished.
Mm-hmm.
At least given the opportunity to do that. And then the last one for me is Legend of Dragoon.
Okay.
And the reason behind that one is it could use some gameplay rewrites.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the fact that every monster you fight is worth practically no XP,
right,
except for the bosses.
Yeah.
So it makes the random encounters worthless.
Fair.
And that's really annoying.
Yeah. I do like to be able to grind out some levels.
Well, the game also really does not encourage you to complete it. And that's the big problem I have with it is a really good game, it's really fun, but the problem is there's so much secondary content you can't do because you will never have the levels to do it.
Gotcha.
And they are brutal. So it's kind of like this needs some work.
Okay.
At least that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have direct experience playing that one, but again, it's another one that I've heard a lot of people speak very highly about.
I would honestly, like, you've played Xenogears though, have you not?
I have not.
Alright. I know I've had some people kind of look at me funny when I say this. In my opinion, Xenogears and Legend of Dragoon are the 2 best PlayStation games ever made. For the PS1 era. Like, they nailed the RPG aspect of those games. Like, so well.
Sure.
Xenogears, definitely interesting combat system, but one of the big things that really sold me on it was when I say sold me gameplay-wise, you can rotate the camera 360.
Mm-hmm.
And your characters can also jump while not in combat. So some of the environments require you to jump and do all kinds of fun stuff.
Right.
Angel Woman, hey! She goes, Ruby, Ruby! She's like, Ruby, 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 Ruby. How's it going? One-winged angel's yelling, let's go!
I am trying to think of my picks for remasters.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of ideas. And this isn't a topic that I've thought about in depth, so these will be kind of off the top of the dome.
Oh, I figured.
If I'm going to bend the rule the way we bent the Final Fantasy rule for Final Fantasy VIII, there are certain Castlevania games that I think badly need a remaster, and I would kill to have a remaster of.
Anyone in particular?
Symphony of the Night is the one nearest and dearest to my heart, but honestly, I don't think you can improve on that. The one I think that I would pick is Order of Ecclesia, which is a DS-era one. And it's just... to experience that on a normal-sized screen with, like, slightly better graphics, I would just be thrilled, because I honestly consider it the best successor of Symphony of the Night. Order of Ecclesia, fantastic Castlevania game. And, notably, one of the few to not have a Belmont as a protagonist or Alucard.
Really? That's surprising.
Yes. Honestly, it has a lot of DNA that sort of went on to inspire Bloodstained. Your hero is Shanoa, who is part of like an order of alchemists that are studying like these rune sigils that contain bits of monstrous power. And so she is basically, able to kind of bind these runes to her body, somewhat like the shards in Bloodstained. If there was one Castlevania game that Bloodstained borrowed the most from, it was probably Order of Ecclesia.
That's fair.
And I just, I love it.
There is one Castlevania game I would love to see just to have access to. Because, like, I played it a bit on the PlayStation 3 when Ann's ex Jai had it. And it was kind of fun. And that was Harmony of Despair.
Yeah. Harmony of Despair was excellent. Shanoa from Ecclesia was one of the playable characters there.
Yeah. I remember Dave always kept doing, God, what was his name? Richter Belmont?
Yeah.
I don't remember, like, I just remember the one phrase he kept yelling because he had that ability where he could kind of slightly teleport in a, like, short direction, but every time you did it, he would always go, Omnia Vanitas!
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I heard this so many goddamn times, it's in my brain now forever.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great multiplayer experience, and that would be another good candidate to revive.
Angel Woman likes the Frosty Bot.
Yeah.
Because it called her the Canadian MMO Queen.
Yeah, before we get into the ad break, I should try to get to my next point, I suppose. The next one I'm going to cite, I don't even know how many people other than me and my friends played it. There was a game called Forsaken for the N64, and it was a racing game, mostly. I think there might have even been a little bit of weapony, dogfighty thing, but essentially you were racing through tunnels, and it's not like F-Zero where you're like on a track. You were literally in fully three-dimensional tunnels, so like up and down and left and right are options to like try and move around the course. And we just had a blast with that, and I think it would be a really simple thing to do.
AP's here.
Hello, AP.
Yeah, I just looked up pictures of Forsaken. You know what vibes it's giving me of? Descent.
Yes.
It gives me heavy Descent vibes, and I love Descent. Descent was so much fun.
Yeah. I think it might even be the same developers or something.
Probably. Let's see. What was it? Forsaken.
Yeah, it is a shooter. It's a racing shooter, which, holy shit.
Alright. Yeah, it's a racing shooter. Who did it? Published by Acclaim Studios, Night Dive Studios.
Wait, Night Dive?
Night Dive.
Yeah, Night Dive specializes in There is a remaster of it. God damn.
Holy shit!
Like when you said Night Dive, I'm like, they only do remasters, I think.
Yeah, apparently they did a remaster. Jesus.
On the Xbox One, Linux, and Mac OS. Okay, I'm gonna have to see if that's still available in the game store, because I will play the hell out of that. So
yeah. All right. So Forsaken developed by Probe Entertainment. All right. So let's see. Descent video game. Descent game. What is it? Da 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 da. Nope. Oh, Papa Hollow's here. He set fire to the tavern already.
yeah.
Descent is developed by Parallax Software and Interplay Productions. So no, not the same maker.
Okay.
Engine, Kex engine. What is the engine for this? Should tell me what the engine is.
As I was trying to
Nah,
tell
I
you,
guess
there are no
not.
bullets left in this gun, you see.
But yeah, Forsaken Remastered is even available
I
on
mean,
Steam.
just
so,
look at you.
Yeah.
You look like the
Shit.
oasis to some very, very
I'll have to
thirsty
check
travelers.
that out.
That metaphor makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, it's available on GOG for like $5.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna pop over there and see what I can see. But yeah, so, well, I guess I got one of my wishes.
That worked. Papa, hey man. I hope you're having a great night as well. I'm doing okay. And now we just hit ads.
Yeah, it's literally on sale right now for the next 2 days for 75% off of the usual MSRP.
Christ. You are ecstatic.
Yeah, that is a great find. Though I'm not sure. I'm gonna get it on PC, but honestly, I think it would play better on a console. I don't know. I'm
Well, I
gonna
mean,
go
you
ahead
could always
and-
get a controller for it.
I do have a controller. It's
Yeah.
just the Xbox controller on a PC just doesn't seem to be quite as tight as an Xbox controller on Xbox. You know.
That's true. Papa goes, I see you have the Frosty Tools bot. I'm like, yeah, we got it. I wanted to
Tried
give it
it
a
out.
try. Yeah. I need flame organs and ancient civilization parts. Well, if I'm gonna get ancient civilization parts, there's one way to do it, and I don't like doing it, but I'm gonna have to. Alright.
Alright, so I have snagged myself a copy of Forsaken Remastered on GOG for $5. That is worthwhile.
Oh, Papa Hollow, dude, I hope you feel better. Oh, no, never mind. Not Papa Hollow feeling better. Sorry, Angel Woman feeling better. Damn, I misread that.
I
Hey.
hope they both feel better.
Yeah, hope they both feel good. Feel good.
But the third pick that I would have that I thought about while you were talking about yours is technically a game that has a series of 2 games, but I honestly would not mind having both remastered. And so it's hardly a franchise if there are 2 games.
Okay, that's fair.
And that is Lunar.
Oh, Lunar 1 and 2.
Yes, Silver Star Story. Now, technically, I believe that they had a Sega Saturn release and then a PlayStation release. So there are multiple versions, but they were not, like, fully remastered or anything. They are pretty close together as far as, like, capabilities and technology. But they are just fantastic. They had fully anime-style animated cutscenes with voice acting. And just a fun plot line. There are certain gameplay elements that I would tweak for a remaster.
Oh, yeah.
The annoying thing about Lunar and Lunar 2 for me is that all bosses scale to your level, so grinding does nothing.
Oh, that's annoying.
Which really bites my playstyle. But, yeah, I played through both of them on the PlayStation 1, and, yeah.
I will say you will like, out of my options, you will like Xenogears more than you will like Legend of Dragoon. Legend of Dragoon is like your stereotypical kind of hero story with some really great lore. TikTok has FF7 Rebirth spoilers. Boop. Oh, wonderful. I'm gonna have to avoid that then. AP says she can confirm she used to play Fall Guys on her laptop using an Xbox controller, and I noticed a big difference when I got Fall Guys on the Switch.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the game, it's not too bad. If I'm playing something like Vampire Survivors, my Xbox controller is going to be fine. But, like, if I wanted to play fucking Street Fighter, fuck no. I'm going to get that on a console, because I want that precision, that snap to the control.
I will say certain games do better on PC, and certain ones do better on console. And when I say certain games, I'm talking certain style of games. Like, for example, racing games, fighting games, they tend to do better on console.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty much where my brain was landing. But yeah, I never owned an N64, but a friend of mine did, and he would bring his N64 to my house, and we'd get a couple other friends there, and we'd play the shit out of that and GoldenEye.
Oh, God, GoldenEye.
Yeah, and the only reason I didn't immediately mention GoldenEye is because I know very well it did get its remaster.
Yep.
Yeah. What else did we play? Oh, Killer Instinct was big.
Oh, yeah, KI.
Love Killer Instinct. Anything else from back in the old days?
Shit.
What?
I got my ass wrecked.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, N64 was one of the very few Nintendo consoles I never bought.
Damn it.
I'm not as good on Nintendo's portables. Oh shit, you lose your gear?
Yeah, you lose everything.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Even the paddles I was carrying are gone.
Gone as in you can pick them back up, or...
Yeah, I have to go pick. I have to go pick them back up.
Okay.
But it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Man, I've killed that guy so many times before. I wonder why I failed this time.
Maybe just luck of the draw?
Yeah, I guess so. Can you stop glitching in the floor there, buddy?
Oh, it left the stuff outside for you. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Sometimes you're not so lucky.
Oh, yeah, Papa Hollow, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Star Fox 64.
I'm going to say something, and I know people may be upset when I say this. But
I think I remember what you're going to say.
I hate Majora's Mask.
I knew that was it.
I really don't like it.
But Star Fox 64 is another banger.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I could agree with Star Fox. Majora's Mask with the whole fucking repeating time loop is just bullshit.
That's fair. Alright, Smooth Reels, enjoy your dinner.
Yeah. GameCube was best. Oh, yeah, GameCube was amazing.
I loved the GameCube. It got a lot of shit from people, but I love that little purple bastard.
Here's the funny thing about that little purple bastard. Would it surprise you to know that it's considered the most durable gaming system out there?
Hell no, because Nintendo builds things for kids to be able to beat them to shit and still work.
Well, no, like, not even that. Someone actually did it and, like, tested this thing against every game system up until it.
Uh-huh.
All right?
I know.
With a few exceptions. They didn't smash an Atari. All right? But they did test it out against a regular Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, the GameCube. There was the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2. The Xbox was out at the time. All that jazz. and they tested both the game system and the controllers to see who could take the most.
Yeah, Papa
punishment.
Hollow. It was the Nokia consoles. I was going to say
Yeah.
the only way to break a Nintendo console is to hit it with a Nokia phone.
Oh Jesus! But no, the test I watched, they hit the GameCube with a 10-pound sledgehammer,
Uh-huh.
and it kept fucking working.
Have you seen that Game Boy that was in, like, Desert Storm?
Oh my god!
Like, I think it got ran over by a tank and blown up, and it still will load Tetris.
Oh my god! That's fucked up, man.
Let me see if I can find that, because I remember this from a while back.
All right, we're gonna try this again.
The Game Boy that survived the Gulf War. It survived a bombing.
It survived the fucking bombing. Oh my god!
Let me see if I can find the best article on it. It was removed from the Nintendo New York collection this last year, but there are high-res photos of it. The outer case of it is mostly melted, and you can't remove the Tetris cartridge from it because of how melted it is, but it still fucking worked. Yeah, it was damaged when the barracks were bombed during the Gulf War. Still works playing Tetris.
Oh my god, that's nuts.
Oh yeah, and it first appeared in Nintendo Power.
Oh my god, of course it fucking did.
Oh no, I'm sorry. The Tetris can come out. Because when they got it, the guy sent it to them from the Middle East to Nintendo. They popped in Tetris, plugged in a battery pack, and flipped on the power switch, and it worked. The A and B and control pads have some melt, but the start and select buttons are still functioning. And yeah, so basically, the control board that actually loads the game is fine. You just can't really play it with the buttons as partially melted as they are.
Oh my god, that is wild.
I
love it. It's just like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, so it's just incredibly durable construction, because Nintendo's philosophy was always that these are things that kids are going to get their hands on. Hell, the GameCube even had a fucking handle on it.
Like a lunch pail.
Like somebody could use it to smack their little brother upside the head.
I wanted to be player one. Bam!
And so these things are just built with that in mind. Like, kid's gonna drop this. So we gotta build it tough.
Oh my god, that is wild.
Yeah, Papa, I'm thinking of like the Xbox 360's Red Ring of Death problem. It's like, the ventilation was slightly inadequate, so it fried itself.
It's like, fuck, man, come on. Alright, here's the fun fact, though, some people may not realize. The GameCube had the first M-rated game for Nintendo.
Huh.
And you know the game, Gamera.
Was it Eternal Darkness?
Yeah, Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem. That's the first...
Remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the first M-rated game for fucking Nintendo.
That was my strong suspicion.
Yeah, like, give me a second. I'll show these guys some shit. Give me a second. Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem. I wonder if I can get the... I know there's a video for the sanity effects. Give me a second.
Sure. Andrew Woman, I still have my Xbox 360 as well. It's probably my oldest console that I still own. I've tried to minimize the clutter around my house and, thin out the herd, but I've got a PS3 and a 360, And then I've got Nintendo DS Lites as far as my oldest portable.
Alright. So, for those of you who may not know the game I'm speaking of, Eternal Darkness Samus Requiem, it's a game where there's a sanity meter, and when the sanity meter gets low, the game starts messing with you. Not your character, you.
Yeah.
And so, here we go. Alright. A little bit of montage. You got blood dripping from the walls and ceiling. Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah.
An open door suddenly becomes locked. Yeah. It always does that too. Whenever you have a sanity effect, the screen will flash white and your character go, "This isn't happening!" Oh yeah, you lose your head, you start losing limbs randomly.
Yeah, I don't know why I would have thought this would be rated anything but M.
Oh, bugs on camera. This one was great. Do you see the fly right here?
That's just fantastic.
I fucking hated it because I kept going up to my screen when I used to play this and swatting the screen. I was like, motherfucker, this is on the game.
Every now and then, a video game development company will really reach for something and produce something magical. This would be another great candidate for a remaster, honestly.
Oh yeah, this game is a. This one looks great if you play with no lights. Uh-oh, what now? What is it going to do to us? Oh yeah, it turns the TV off. It makes you think your TV just turned itself off, and you're like, fuck!
Uh-huh.
Hope nobody's got jump scare issues.
I'm sure we're all fine with jump scares.
Oh, hi. Yeah. Yeah, this one is all kinds of fucking messed up.
We were saying about jump scares.
Yeah. Quicksand floor. But you get the idea. It messes with you. Like, the game does entirely. It's just like, oh, okay, fuck, man. Yeah, Wisen named the server, by the way, for Palworld.
Oh, I didn't see what the name was.
War Crime Central. Hey there, I heard you like war crimes, so let's do more war crimes with your war crimes.
Yo, dog.
Uh-oh. Fracture. Which one is a fracture? I want to say it's you. I have to make this myself because I don't have a pal that can do medicine. Or do I? No, you don't have medicine production? No. No, 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 no. Do I have anybody with medicine production?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what Night Dive has been working on and what they're working on for the future. They're doing a reloaded version of Sin.
Oh, shit.
That's cool.
Oh,
System Shock 2 Enhanced Edition.
Damn. Okay. After I turned off that one feature of the the frosting.
Uh-huh.
It's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
So I think I'll use it for the shoutouts.
Yep. And if you change your mind, you can always go back to the other one later.
Yeah, I still have the Nightbot command. I didn't delete it. I just changed the command to SO2.
Yeah. Oh, have they released this one yet?
Papa Hollow killed Twilight, killed the Laserdisc reader due to overplaying with his Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
I think we've all had one game where we've done that with. For me, it was, and this is gonna make people kind of raise an eyebrow, Final Fantasy VIII. As much as I dislike the game, it's the one game that got burned the shit out of on my PlayStation 2.
Oh shit, they released this less than a week ago. Star Wars Dark Forces remaster.
Oh, I saw someone play that. Just a heads up, it's not worth it.
Okay.
Or at least not worth the amount they're asking for.
$30.
Yeah, they said it wasn't worth it.
Okay, well. That's what Night Dive has most recently released as far as their remaster catalog.
That's fair. Alright, so I need to sort the pals first. Put you in there. And then grab you. And then go this and Rushor. There we go. Gave him some meds, fixed him up, and put him back to work.
They do a lot of first-person shooters.
Yeah, I went to play the game, the audio wouldn't load, but the video said, the audio would load, but the video said no thanks. Replaced the cable, still didn't work, and the Asteration repair shop, they told me the laser was burnt. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's wild,
wow.
Dude. Alright, so I need flame organs and 4 more ancient civilization parts.
I'm trying to think of consoles that I've worn out. I think my PS4 has an issue with the disk loading mechanism, so I actually have to keep it laying horizontally, because if I lay it vertically, it won't load the discs properly.
Oh, that sucks.
It's all right. I mean, I don't play a whole lot on it anymore, and I'm sure I can eventually get a PS5. It's not a huge deal. I did lose one Xbox 360 and got it replaced, or got a replacement, I should say. I honestly think I had the PS4 worked on at one point for some other issue. Other consoles that I've had actual issues with. Now, a friend of mine has a Nintendo 3DS, and the battery has started to bulge on it.
Ooh, that's not good.
No.
That is time to replace it.
Yeah, time to find a replacement battery pack, because that is no bueno.
Yeah, it's very no bueno. Alright, now we're gonna fight King Paka!
Yeah.
He seems festive.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's so fluffy.
Oh, Jesus, he just curb stomped my guy.
He's got a lot of health on him.
Yeah, well, he is a boss. Ow. Got it. Can I please hit? That would be nice. Alright, Fox Sparks is going down. Throw you out. Hi there, big guy.
He looks like an alpaca version of King DDD.
Yeah, I know, it's wild. Oh, there goes the, damn it, I wish I could hit. Would be nice. Jesus. I really should work on my accuracy.
Oh, in other video game related news, I had to share some good sounding but then disappointing news with our mutual friend Matt.
Uh-oh, what happened?
A new batch of games was announced for the virtual console for the Nintendo Switch.
Right.
And one of the games that they announced was Mother 3.
Ooh.
But only in Japan.
Oh, that sucks.
That is the one that everybody and their brother has wanted to come to the States since forever. And nope. we're getting a new virtual remaster, or not even a remaster, it's just a virtual console version that you can play. And Japan only. So fuck us, I guess.
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah, we're working on it.
Well, he's dummy thick.
Yeah, very thick. He is extra thick. Yeah, missed. I missed. Be nice if I could, like, for someone so big, I keep missing. Like, what the fuck?
On the bright side, your turtle does seem to be doing some good stuff.
Yep. Running out of arrows, though. He's only doing, like, 1 damage a hit, but he's hitting, like, 30 times.
And doesn't seem to have taken big hits.
Yeah, he has a lot of defense, but he also hasn't gotten the guy's attention yet. Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, when you run out of arrows, do you have a way to go melee with him?
Yeah, I have a spear.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I know. I have a pointy fucking stick. This is gonna go bad.
I just love the angry glare on its face that's almost always locked on you.
Yeah, it's like, I am overly pissed at you.
The fuck are you doing in my glade?
Oh, no, it finally, it finally knows
Yeah.
the dick tortoise.
Okay. At least for a hit or two.
Okay. I need that just off for a minute because I don't want to kill you. Okay, we're getting you. I want you under 100 before I try to catch you. Alright, one or two more hits. Come on, we can do this. 80. Oh. Okay, come on. Okay, catch him. How is that only 17% when I have him almost near death?
He's a boss. You baka.
Last chance. Boost for that level. Nope. God damn it.
5%. Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's great.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I love when that happens in Pokemon. It's just like, all right, I'm out of Ultra Balls. I guess I'll use this fucking Premier Ball. And it catches it.
You son of a bitch. Oh my god. What the fuck? The clutch is real. Yeah, apparently. God damn it. Like, I was like, okay, now I'm stuck with the blue ones. There's no way I'm gonna catch this thing on blue, especially when it's at 5% when I threw it. I was like, fuck, whatever. I'll keep trying until I run out of the blue ones and I'll kill him. And it's like, no, congratulations, first one, blue one you threw, you caught him. And I'm like, really? Son of a bitch. Yeah, the job's like 99.9% done. Some bitch.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. Well done.
Oh my god. And the cool thing is, like, when you catch him, you still get all the rewards. See, what do you got for pals? He has an exploding chicken. It's named Implode. No, that is not an implosion. That is an explosion. That is him going boom. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Papa, that's exactly the kind of shit I'm talking about.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
Though I have to say, I think my favorite is when a quick ball actually works on the first turn. Like, that's what it's supposed to do, but, you know, you only get that one shot at its maximum catch rate.
Yeah.
So when it works, it is very satisfying.
When it works.
Yep.
That's the key factor there. When it works. I'm honestly surprised with as much Pokemon as you've played that you didn't want to go for Pixelmon.
I mean, there are a couple of reasons. One, I think Minecraft, modded especially, is rich enough that I enjoy it just as it is. It's really, for me, about the exploration and gathering and processing. Pokemon... My interest in the Pokemon games, honestly, was more as the RPGs that they kind of are, and collecting all the shit, like all the Pokemon. I wanted one of every Pokemon. With Minecraft Pokemon, I feel like that's either... I feel like they're not going to necessarily model the rarity of the Pokemon the same way, and I don't know if they even have, like, levels on them. Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
They do.
Okay. And it's just like, do I need this? It's like a hat on a hat.
That's fair.
to borrow a phrase. I'm very, very satisfied with modded Minecraft overall. And don't really need the Pokemon thing. And then the other bad thing, the other X factor is that I've kind of fallen out of the modern Pokemon games. One of the things I really liked about Pokemon is kind of that old top-down RPG map perspective.
Oh, yeah.
The new ones are all 3D, and it's just like... amongst other changes I didn't appreciate.
Alright. Twitch, I got something to ask you. I know I've liked cosplayers before, and I've enjoyed their channels, and a lot of my friends on Twitch are VTubers. Why in the nine hells do you think I want to watch some girl in her underwear twerking? It's under live channels they think I'll like.
I mean, I think maybe Twitch knows you better than you know yourself.
Not... I don't want to see that kind of shit on Twitch.
Yeah, that's right. You've got other websites for that sort of thing.
Yeah, which are better.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, it's like, if I wanted adult materials, there's Google. I mean, I could find something. Good gods. And I guarantee it'd be more satisfying than what I would find on Twitch. Alright, let's see who's on what. Alright, so Kronk is doing Skull and Bones. Mr. H is doing Overwatch 2. Grumblebee is doing Cult of the Lamb. You know, I haven't rated them in a while, so I think I'll do that. Let me double check, because it should tell me, like, how long ago I rated the person when I click on the rate button. Son of a bitch! Why are we invisible? Oh, there we are. Oh, God. Hi. Hi, guys. Welcome. Damn it. That's not what I wanted. Wrong person.
Wrong lever, Kronk.
Were you ending? Yes, I was about to raid out Demon Lord. You caught me just at the end. Talk about timing, my dude. No. Hey! Alright. Hopefully they're not ending it. I'm checking their chat right now.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I want to make sure it's not ending.
I got it. We'll get this loaded up, and then we'll probably... Oh, we might be able to get into a little bit of games before we...
Okay, she's just loading up. Okay, we're fine. It's okay, man. I appreciate you trusting me with your, your audience. I appreciate that. Alright, so we are raiding Grumblebee. If you are one of my followers, please use the following raid message. If you are one of my subscribers, please use the following raid message. And join me tomorrow for hopefully Insanity. If I can get it to work, I can get DOSBox to work first.
Good luck.
I know, that's like, fuck, that's gonna be good luck. If it doesn't work, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Wizen first, because he's the one who spent that cost for that round, and see what he wants me to do. If I can move on to the next one, which is Stepmania, or if we're just going to randomly pick a different game. Alright? So with that being said, you guys make sure you're taking care of yourselves, both mentally and physically. That's always important. And I know you guys come to my wonderful Resplendent Tavern for the witty banter, but you stay for my fuck-ups. I hope to see you all tomorrow. Toodles.
Toodles.